Hi, what up YouTube? Today I'm going to show you how to use auto-tune and soundboards and play your music with crystal clear quality on Xbox. It's one of my methods I use. I have many different methods, but this is the first one I'm going to show you guys. So what you're going to need is a dual-ended 3.5 male-to-male cable. You're going to need a 3.5 to dual 3.5 female Y splitter. You're going to need a 3.5 to 2.5 converter for 2.5 is a standard Xbox microphone jack size. For all you guys who don't know, 3.5, which is all these ones here, in the back of this one, those are audio cables, so headphone jack cables, pretty much you could say. That's the size they are. You're going to need a tablet or a laptop or a smartphone, iPod, anything that you want to be playing your music or soundboards or your auto-tuning voice and all that stuff on. And obviously an Xbox and a controller. This is the first method. So first, it's pretty simple. For this one at least, you're going to be taking one of your ends of your 3.5 and you're going to put it in the back of the 2.5. It's just going to click in. And you got your 3.5 now connected to your 2.5. You're going to put the 2.5 into the Xbox controller. Alright. By the way, you can get all of these cords and splitters and all that stuff at Five Below or Radio Shack. Five Below is cheaper. I'd just recommend it. But for some of you don't know what that store is, so don't worry about it. Radio Shack also has all these pieces. Next, you're going to want to take your Y splitter and put it into the audio slot. Make sure it is not a microphone slot. Like for example, laptops, they have both. You just want to put it into the audio slot of whatever it is you may want to be using. So, headphone jack, put your Y splitter. Done. Alright, Y splitter sits right into your headphone jack. You're going to take one end of your 3.5 here and connect it to your Y splitter, and it should just connect from your smartphone or tablet. It runs through all the way over to your Xbox controller. The extra Y splitter slot here is for headphones, so you can hear what's coming out. Without it, you cannot hear anything that it is producing. For example, your music, you cannot hear your soundboards, your voice, if you're changing your voice somehow, unless you put a headphone jack in here and then you listen to it through your headphones. Next you're going to want to find your soundboard app or whatever it may be and open it up and put your volume on here to about 50% or 40% I actually recommend. That way, if it's any louder, it might be blurring people's ears and you're going to be muted extremely quickly. 40% volume or 30% even usually has a tendency to work, depending on what you're doing. I even can go down to about 10% audio sound and people still hear it just fine. So you just got to test around with that and see how loud your stuff is. You can simply do that by go to record message and then just record whatever it is you're doing, and then hit playback on the Xbox. That way you can hear what your audio sounds like. Usually also what you're going to want to do is you want to hit the dashboard button. Actually, I'll show you guys how to do this. Alright, so you're going to hit I'm going to plug this for now just to show you. You're going to hit the home button on your Xbox controller. So it's going to pull up your menu here. You want to go to the right twice. Go down to Preferences. And Voice. From voice, you're going to want to go to voice output. Usually is on headset because most people have headsets. Switch it to speakers, and that's going to make it so you can then hear people's voices on your Xbox. And lastly, when you're in Black Ops 2, which I'm not going to do, you're going to go to the regular options menu and you're going to select your master volume and you're going to turn it down halfway, about, you could say, maybe a little more. That way you can also hear the voice even more clearly and still hear your game. So yeah, that's one of my methods. It's fairly simple. And be sure to, if you don't have these cables or anything like that, check out another one of these videos I'll be uploading here soon. I have lots of methods for this. And yeah, see ya.